Burns rebuilt the Springfield Bowl stadium. Nelson performed a magic act for him, and Burns finally found his villain actor completing the cast. He later asked Lisa to be his assistant director, and she agreed after careful thought. Burns and Smithers were swamped with the Springfield Bowl all day and didn't notice the nuclear plant staff had stopped working to goof off. Meanwhile, Lisa lined up several acts, but Burns rejected everyone, he just didn't like them. Lisa later went to Burns' mansion in person. Smithers showed her a film, a young Burns performing on stage, when his pants accidentally slipped down, exposing his rear to the whole crowd. Everyone mocked him, and that incident shaped who he is today. Burns never forgot that moment. Lisa figured he wanted to put on a perfect show to make up for his childhood regret. Burns couldn't wait any longer and decided to hold the show right away. Meanwhile, the plant workers spiraled further out of control. They even brought their families to the plant to have fun, and no one wanted to get back to work. Just then, Lenny had an idea. They should pop popcorn using the reactor. A big crowd showed up at the Springfield Bowl for the show. The second act featured the Flanders Kids. The third was Nelson's ventriloquist act.
That was your lady? That was your mother.
The fourth was Apu's octopus show, and the finale was a magic act by Sherry and Terry. Fireworks went off during the closing, even though they hadn't been part of the original plan. Lisa asked Burns if his childhood trauma had healed, but he said this wasn't the final act. He put on an identical outfit to the one he'd worn as a kid, planning to recreate his old performance. Smithers feared he'd humiliate himself again. Just then, the lighting technician, hearing Burns was going on, shone a spotlight on him, but Burns couldn't stand the bright light. He crashed into the lighting rig, and his pants caught fire. Burns relived his childhood humiliation all over again.